It's Friday, August 8th, and we have some severe weather to talk about and another chance of tropical formation, which will bring the chance of it being a hurricane in the next few weeks. So let's get right into it. Starting all off on satellite, we do have some active stuff happening over here from a 3 out of 5 enhanced risk. I didn't make a full video about that, but it did happen last night. We're just having the leftovers of it because of a low pressure system that's spinning over here, and that's bringing just the energy to have a significant damaging winds. We had damaging winds from 60 to 85 miles per hour. And it was a pretty big storm last night, so it brought a lot of damaging winds for North Dakota and a little bit of Minnesota. We just have a little bit left of it on the radar. Have a little bit stuff, just tiny bit stuff left. It's nothing really crazy. I mean, there might be a few severe thunderstorm warnings, but it's nothing really crazy. Alright, so if I take y'all down here to where Africa's at, we have waves moving off of Africa that will bring the chance of it going into the Caribbean and have a chance of being a hurricane in the next few weeks. Will be a crazy thing if it does form. It's looking like it's going to form with these waves moving off of Africa. We have a 20% chance of it forming in the next 2 weeks, but it's looking like it will move into here, into the Caribbean, and spin up and try to do something. That's what we're looking at. Don't be scared, be prepared, and just keep an eye on it. That's what we're keeping an eye on it, so you don't have to be worried about it. Well, taking y'all to our day one outlook with the leftovers of the severe weather, we have a slight risk of severe weather, mostly in Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. We have a slight risk, and extending from that, we have a marginal threat that goes from the Texas Panhandle all the way up into Michigan, North Dakota, and down into the Texas Panhandle. On our day 2 outlook, we have a slight risk of severe weather in Wisconsin, marginal threat that goes from Kansas all the way up into Michigan, and then a marginal threat in the high plains where Colorado and New Mexico is. On our day 2 outlook, we have a marginal threat of severe weather in Kansas and into Missouri and a little bit of Illinois. On our day 1 outlook, we have a little bit of an enhanced risk of tornadoes. We have a 5% chance of seeing a tornado in Minnesota, but there is a 2% chance extending from that. It is a big area for tornadoes. A couple tornadoes are possible. You need to be weather prepared and have multiple ways to receive alerts, because on our day 2 outlook, we have a 2% chance of seeing a tornado down here in Colorado. 2% chance, not really seeing anything. We might get a spin-up tornado, but it's nothing really significant. On day 1 outlook for wind, we have a 15% chance of seeing significant wind, but I'm not really seeing anything. We may see 75 miles per hour, possibly some storms reaching 80. It's nothing very significant, so you don't have to worry about the wind that much, but you probably have to worry about the tornadoes. Our day 2 outlook, we have 15% chance of seeing significant wind in Wisconsin and Iowa. Over here in Colorado, the high plains, we have a 5% chance of seeing significant wind. On our hail risk, we have 15% chance of seeing significant hail in these areas in Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. But it's nothing too crazy. We're not seeing a hatch risk or a very significant chance of it. On our day 2 outlook, we're still seeing a 5% chance of hail, which will not really be anything, so you don't have to worry about the hail. On our excessive rainfall, we have flash flooding down here in Florida and on the Atlantic coast where Georgia and South Carolina is. This is just from slow moving storms. It's summertime, but with this we have a small chance of tropical formation, of tropical depression. It's very low, so you don't have to worry about this. Up here in Minnesota, we have a slight risk, 15% chance of excessive rainfall in Minnesota. And then extending from that, we have a small or massive marginal threat of excessive rainfall. This is our temperature anomaly. We could be seeing a lot of just heat in these areas. We have a big blob of heat. We'll be bringing a lot of heat in these areas. So if you go outside, it's gonna feel hot. I mean, it's summertime. It's gonna be really hot in these areas though. And we have a high pressure system that is currently spinning and moving east. So it's not moving west, so that when it did move west, we did get cooler temperatures in a lot of these areas, especially down here in the south. We had like 60 degrees temperatures. And up here in the north and the northeast, it's really going to be hot. You know where Pennsylvania and New York is? It's going to be hot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And comment down below if you have any questions. And I will read your comments. Peace.